Welcome, beautiful light beings. This is your weekly reading, and this reading is meant to find you when you need it the most. So follow your intuition, because you'll be guided to watch this video when there is a message here for you to hear. Light beings, as always, we will start this reading by setting the intention that may this reading bring us truth, clarity, healing, answers to the questions that we have, and guidance as well. So for this moment, for just this few seconds, stay with me in the here and the now. Take a deep breath, put the hand in your heart if you prefer, and breathe. Okay. And we say thank you to our angels and spirit guides for all the love, all the kindness, all the guidance that they gave us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful beings, I already feel here a very nice energy. This is about, if you connected with this video, you're seeking for an answer. There's something perhaps in the past or in the recent time, days, weeks or months, that you do not have clarity over. You do not understand why it is like it is, or it's the answer for the question that you may have. And the energy is very clear, because the answer does not lie in thinking, overthinking what it was, what was said, what was done, whatever it is. The answer is in the future. The answer is in the what's coming, what's yet to come. And this often happens. Sometimes we are too stuck in things that we think we need or that we really want, but actually we don't need. And the best is always to trust the universe, accept what it is. Because what happens in the long run, what happens a few steps ahead is like, we are in this energy that we say, oh, thank God that didn't happen. Thank God it didn't go like I wanted back then, because there's something better. There's something more. It was almost like was shown like maybe you wanted to go this way and the universe came, no. And you were like, but why? Why? And you know, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for all of you what this is about. It could be profession, it could be romance, it could be friendship, family, whatever it is. You are going in a direction and things maybe did not play out as you wanted it, as you expected. But the answer will come, and you will see it was a blessing. It was a redirection. And you know, like there's this beautiful saying that I love that says, rejection is God's protection. And it is. It really is. So let's see. Today we're going to connect with the energy of the unicorns. We have here this beautiful unicorn joining us. So, and my voice sounds a little bit weird. This is because I'm having here a few challenges with the throat chakra, like we all do at some point, sometimes. It will pass as well. So let's see what unicorns, what the beautiful unicorns want us to know right now for the upcoming week. We have 2 cards. I'm also going to show you the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Number 4, uncored relationships. Let go. Forgiveness is freedom. And for the ones of you that resonate with this being a relationship or being a person or a friendship or something that did not go as play out, or, you know, there was a fallen out or something, misunderstanding or whatever, breakup, whatever it is, maybe it's time for you to reflect. You know, some people come for a reason, some for a season, some for a lifetime. But anyone that comes is for sure for a lesson. And maybe the lesson that you have to learn is very valuable and does not imply to remain on the same path. And here we say, let go, forgiveness is freedom. Acceptance is very powerful. Acceptance and surrender creates room for miracles to enter our life. And forgiveness is important, is needed. And if you resonate with the way taught by Jesus Christ, and when I mention any figure, I am never mentioning religion. I'm mentioning the teachings of the teacher that Jesus was. he preached something very simple, but very hard to accomplish, which was the way, the path towards God, the path towards happiness, the path towards peace. And the path was through love and forgiveness. This is all he preached, love and forgiveness. And for some reason, although we are made of love, we are love. Love is the only thing that is real. We come from love. Why is it so hard, or it seems that we live in a world that lacks love, self-love, love towards one another? And I'm not talking about romance. I'm talking about respecting and understanding and having empathy towards everyone around me, regardless if I agree or not with them, regardless if I wish them well, far, far away from me. We don't need to have everyone in our lives. That's okay. And the freedom that comes with forgiveness, because forgiveness, it's only hurting ourselves, is only having garbage in our heart, very, very heavy garbage that weights us down, that creates room only for disease, when all we want is to be at ease. So I invited you to think about that, to reflect about that, and whatever you have to forgive, if it's self-forgiveness or forgiveness or forgiving someone else, do it for yourself, regardless of the person being sorry or not. This is not your problem. This is their problem, their consciousness. You need to be at ease with your own consciousness. 30, find divine potential, fulfill your destiny, be all you can be. Yes, be all you can be. And with this card, I also feel that, you know, if you resonate with the energies of unicorns, and unicorns is pure love. And if you are blessed to have unicorns wanting to enter your life, to guide you, to protect you, you're very, very blessed. And it means that you are in a very high frequency, because unicorns, you know, some beings like the dragons, they can go a bit lower in the energy, which is amazing. Unicorns cannot, because they are so pure, so made of love, that you need to raise up. I feel that this is about not only your soul contract, but also accessing to your Akashic records. But more than that, is also about accessing to the halls of Hameti, right? So the Akashic records, they talk about our lifetimes that we had here on Mother Earth, and the Ameti walls is about all the existence that we had in other dimensions, in other planets. And I feel this is about time for you to level up, to ascend, to spiritually. It's another level, and it's really another level of awakening, of consciousness expansion. I don't even have words to put in this. Is a profound consciousness evolution, but it's something also about really opening up the heart chakra, purifying, seeing the truth of who you are, the multidimensionality of who you are. And then we have number 36, be a beacon, be an inspiration, light the way for others. And you know, sometimes it happens that although we are light beings, it seems that this light is turned off. Your light is about to turn on, shine brighter and wider. You are meant to lead, you are meant to heal, and you are not meant for everyone. There's a specific group of people on Earth, Soul Tribe, a specific group of people that you came here and you're meant to lead by example. Not by authority, not by fear. You came here just simply to inspire them by the example that you are. You might be seeing a lot of rainbows lately, regardless if it's physically, right, in your environment because of the weather, or if it's in cards, in books, on TV. And this is the signs that unicorns want to talk to you. They want to approach you. This is turning into a little bit more of a life purpose reading, which is very interesting. Some of you might be working with children or have a profession that is meant to teach, be a teacher, or a kind of figure of someone that is leading a classroom, whatever form that this may lead. But I also feel that you're also more comfortable maybe around children because your heart is pure and you feel more comfortable around honesty and this kind of naivety and genuinity and authenticity that children have, or groups of grown-ups as well that are really embracing who they truly are and not playing games with life, not playing games with people. This is your comfort zone. It's a very beautiful, magical energy that emanates from you. This reading is very beautiful. There's also an energy here, a bit of loneliness, which is very common when you do have this beautiful energy of an open heart, of purity. You often feel very lonely because you're so rare. But you came here to awaken people around you to that reality of who they are as well. Love. And they too can be rare if they choose to, if they lose the fear of being vulnerable. Because being vulnerable takes a lot of courage. It's not for the weak. Here we have the chakra of the throat, communication. And here it was represented with 24, listening. The throat chakra is not only about speaking, it's often more about listening. What's the information that's coming in, right? Not only from the people around me, not only from how I nurture myself, what I choose to hear, to listen, to talk, to watch even. And whereas this message is being sent to me, but it's also about learning to listen to the universe, my higher self, my angels, my spirit guides, my unicorns. And we all have a unicorn ready to support us. And the message is also very strongly telling you, just listen, but listen with your heart. Because if you listen with your heart, you will see the truth. Okay? And then we have here the sacral chakra, number 10, creativity. This also shows me that some of you might be questioning your path, your purpose, or what brings joy and satisfaction to my life, what does bring excitement to my life. And you're more creative than the others. And you need to create something to be able to find joy in life. You know, it can be just making jewelry, it can be reading cards, it can be painting, you know, there's so many things, but you need kind of to create something that adds beauty to your world. You know, the way you dress, the way, you know, the way you present yourself, you know, also maybe going to art shows, you need to surround yourself a little bit with creative alike minds, but this beauty in art, you feel safe in it, you feel safe. And when I talk about this, is not this kind of overly fake celebrity worship. No, I'm talking about, you know, this kind of vernissage or concerts or art exhibitions that are for the minorities, that is not mainstream, because you feel quite repelled by the artificiality of the mainstream. Because the truth is that actually if it's mainstream, it tends to be artificial. And for some of you, this is could also be writing, but I feel like you need color in your life. Maybe just by wearing a colorful scarf or something, this already brings joy to your life and your environment. You know, like these little things, like this unicorn, so sweet. You need these little things to keep you how do you say this? Like joyful, like you feel comfortable. You don't feel comfortable around gray, depressed places. In the bottom of the deck, we have number 13 with personal power, the solar plexus chakra. I feel this at the moment, feels it's lacking. However, and this also came out, this energy also came out in the reading I did yesterday in Portuguese. He talked about growing and, you know, like spiritually awaken. The spiritual awakening is different for everybody. But sometimes what happens is that we are in that awakening. Our consciousness is evolving, is expanding, but we don't even see it. And it's almost like when we are growing up. We are growing up every day. When you are children, we grow, but we do not see that grow every day. The people around us do not see that grow every day, but we do not stop growing. You know, it can be that sometimes that the growth is so fast that is visible to everyone, but it's never from one day to another. And with the spiritual awakening and with your spiritual evolution, with what you're learning, with how you're improving, you also growing. Sometimes you do not see it every day, but rest assured that you are learning and evolving every day. And if you cannot see that, if you cannot feel that, then I invite you to look back to who you were a year ago. Look back to who you were 2 years ago. Go further. Go back to who you were a decade ago. And now see who you are now. And tell me, wasn't there progress? Didn't you gain wisdom? Didn't you master so many lessons? Didn't you gain so many fights? You lost some battles maybe, but it's okay. And now you're grateful maybe to have lost those battles because you take the knowledge, the lesson, the wisdom of it. You do not take the regret, the pain of it. And this is mastery. This is growth. Okay, let's see. What else we have here for our light beings? Create space, number 38. Some of you are in your 30s, or for some reason the 30s was relevant. And then we have here 28, inner voice. This is very literal. You need to create space to listen to your inner voice. But I feel for you is even more than that. It's not only about communicating with your team in spirit, with your higher self. It's also about create space to allow your creativity to come in. You are meant to create something that will sustain you professionally as well. You are meant to do what you love. You are meant in this lifetime to have a job that brings you full satisfaction and financial freedom. You're not the kind of person who is able to have a job just because I need to have this job because I need to pay bills. Yeah, sure, we all need to. But it's part of your soul contract, it's part of your energy, it's part of who you are to actually do something that brings you joy. And the abundance, the financial abundance will follow. Some of you are already doing it, some of you are about to, but you're still doubting. And you need to create space to allow your creativity to come in. And some of you are really not even trusting. Maybe if you are a painter, you don't even want to expose this because you're so afraid to be criticized or maybe be a failure. But there's no worse failure than not even trying. You also are mediums and you are very capable to channel information from beings in other dimensions, and that you know already, but maybe you are doubting. I hope you're not, because it's real, it's true. I have a few readings here also with a pick-up pile about life purpose and gifts, I believe. I will put the link down below because if you feel guided, only if you feel guided, follow your intuition. Maybe there's extra information or confirmation that you might need at this moment. 15, sensitivity. This is your heart chakra opening. You know, the heart chakra, it's believed to have 33 petals like a rose. And as we evolve, as we ascend, it's like this rose is opening. All the 33 petals are opening. And you know, sometimes everything is very closed and we're going to open and open and open. And this is it's not an easy process for majority. For some, it's very easy to have the heart fully open. You are one of those. It's almost like you came already with your heart pretty open. Maybe not completely, because I do not believe it's possible for the majority. The There's a lot of heartache here also. Your heart is very vulnerable, is very sensitive, but that's the beauty of you. And some of you might even think or try, I'm gonna change completely. I'm gonna be more, like the ones asleep in the Matrix. You just can't. Your heart is too open. You're too pure. You're too awakened for that. Embrace who you are. Toughen up. Maybe you're needing to toughen up. I feel it. Because, like, if you see this ascended masters that reincarnated here on Earth, we have a few right now here on Earth. And if you look at them, or even if you talk about Jesus or Buddha, they were tough. They were empathetic and compassionate, but they were tough leaders. They never allow the fact that they have such a big open heart to break them. They understand the limitations of other people. They understand that. They understand that. They know that they can only inspire by example, but the fact that you do have a pure heart does not mean that you're weak, does not mean that you let people take advantage of you. And that's what I said in the beginning. Sometimes it's okay to say, I love you, but I want you far away from me. Because, maybe some of you have this kind of savior complex, and you need to understand you're not here to heal the toxicity in the other people. You are here first and most to heal what attracts you to that. But you're here to draw boundaries and not letting the people to take good of your good soul, to take advantage of your goodwill. No. And you still are good if you are able to draw boundaries. And people might trick you by guilt. The guilt trick you, which is very common. Okay, a very simple example. Imagine that you keep borrowing things to someone and they always return it damaged. And you're like, no, I'm not going to bother you and I'm not going to lend you any of my stuff anymore. But they're like, yeah, but they kind of make you feel guilty if you don't. Don't feel guilty. It's your thing. And if they cannot take care and respect it, why should you borrow it? No. It doesn't make you less. Actually, just makes you more. There's another tiny animal here. So tiny. What is this? You see it? I don't know if you can see it. Oi. He's there chilling, unharmed. And you probably are also one of these people that you do not harm any animal. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. You respect all life forms, and this is very, very beautiful. And some people might not understand, but the right people will actually admire that in you. Okay, so I'm going to take a final message because I think it's already a lot to process. Here, final message for the angels, from the angels for this soul beings that connected with this reading. We have eternity. Gently move your awareness from the external world to a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are, in essence, a shining star, forever transforming to ever great light. This goes back to the energy that we talk about growing. You're growing every day, forever transforming to ever greater light. You are, acknowledge that. Acknowledge that. Okay, light beings, I hope this reading brought you clarity, truth, love, and healing. If it did, I'll be very happy to read your comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon.